Yeah, now click on, select this, click on the interval maintain. Now this also I should maintain for which year?
2022.
22. And is it there already?
Yes.
If it is not there, what I do? Select this. Edit.
Insert it.
Edit, insert here. Correct? Same way. So give the year, whatever year you want to add, give the year, and from number to number you give that. Okay? Enter, save. Clear, everybody? Yeah, that is step number 3. Next, step number 4. Step number 4 is, note down, this is also number range. Okay, now note down, define number range. Define number range. Define number range for WA, WE and RE document types. That is OBA7. OBA7. Okay. So here, what is this? This is the WA. WA is, so let me tell you, this is the goods issue. Goods issue. WE is goods receipt. Goods receipt. Then RE is invoice receipt. Okay. So these are the new document types I am going to create. Okay. So for this, the number range is, for this is 49. For this it is 50. For this it is 51. Okay. 51. Okay. 49, 50, 51. Right. I'll show you now. So you go, when we are doing FIPP, when I'm doing a P2P cycle, we will need this new document types. Right, I'll show you. So you go to OBA7. Go to OBA7. OBA7. Go like this. Position. Document type. WA. What is WA using?
Goods issue.
Goods issue. Correct. What is WE? Goods receipt. Right. Now WA what number? 49. WE what number? 50. Then after that, what did I tell you? RE.
Invoice receipt.
RE is what number?
51.
Invoice receipt. Use invoice receipt. So click on the RE. You can see 51 series. So now I will go to number range information. You know all this now, OBA7. So many times we have done. Correct?
Yes.
So company code, what is our company code? P. Insert interval. Yeah, insert interval. Number I am giving. Okay, what is the number? What number?
51, sir.
49. Year?
51, sir.
2021.
No, all the three I have to give. 49, 50, 51.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. 21 or 22?
2021.
21.
This is,
This is fiscal year, correct?
Yeah.
Sir, why we take fiscal year in FI and see in CAO calendar year? Is there any reason?
So for material, we always see, for you the fiscal year is April to March. Suppose the material is coming from American vendor, for him calendar is more important, no?
Okay, sir.
Correct? Yeah, that's it. So now, so the stock movement in and out, stock is yet to come, correct? For material movement, the calendar is better, right? Yeah. Now, 49.99. Okay, now. So 49. Clear? Yeah. So 49 series I have given. Insert interval number what? 50.
50.
Year, which year? 2021. 50,000 to 50,999. Next insert here. What is the number? 51. Year
2021.
51000 to 5199. Clear, everybody?
Yes.
So 49, 50, 51, I have given. Say that's it. Okay, next. So that was about the FI consultant job, right? 4 things. First, creation of the GL accounts, assignment of the GL accounts, number range for the material documents, number range for the FI related documents, right? Yeah. So 4 I have done. Next, put the heading end user jobs. Put the heading has end user jobs. Okay, end user means both FI end user and MM end user. Yes.
So I'm facing an error in OMBT. It is showing enter interval without overlap.
You should solve these errors by yourself. This is you are
Number is already
consultant.
used.
Maybe already used that number then, sir.
It's a different number.
You understand? So overlapping is generally OBS 7 also you will get the problem, na?
Mhm.
All the overlaps are same. Okay, try a different number range. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Just remove last number and
Yeah. So now step number 1, end user job. Okay. Next, create a material master record. MM01. Create material master record. Material master. Create material master record. Okay. Now, create material master record. MM01. So now you know for vendor we have vendor master record. For customer we have customer master record. For asset, for every asset you have asset master record, right?
yes.
Same way for every material on MM you have, in MM you have material master record. Every material means every material like tires, batteries, bulbs, nuts, bolts, like that. Every material you will have a material master. Is it clear? So it will contain all the information related to that material. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So let us create the material. So for every material, you will have a material master, right? Okay. So now let's go to MM01 / and MM01. Go like this. Material master. So now, what is the material I want to create? I want to create.
Tires.
Yeah. So some material. Yeah. Our company is Tesla Energy, right? Okay. So no problem. So TEE raw material 1, right? I'm creating it. So right. So our company called raw material 1. Next, industry sector. What I want to create? Any industry like
Service
no. Material means not service, na? Yeah. Mechanical engineering, something like that. Material type. It is raw material. ROH. Last time also I showed you na ROH. Okay. No. Now give like this. I'm going to create one material master record. I'm saying yes.
Sir, industry sector means our company industry or material type of industry, which we are procuring.
Client. Ra. If we are IT company, we are
So
providing
TE company client.
Yes, PE company is our client.
Okay, sir.
So we are FI consultants working for some Wipro or IT company. We are supporting TE. Na?
Yes, sir.
So TE, in TE, what raw materials they are? So TE is what type of industry it is? It's a service
Energy.
company.
Energy.
Yeah, energy. What? So if for that, so this material is related to what? Correct. Yeah, you can select anything. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. Sir.
Okay. Now,
Okay. Sir.
if it's a supermarket, I will say retailing. If it is a pharma
Yes, sir.
company, pharmaceuticals. If it is a beverage company, soft drinks, beverage. If it's a chemical company, chemical. If it is FMCG, food related. So depending upon that, few things will come. Okay, few fields, more fields. Some difference in the fields will be there. Okay,
Okay.
no doubt.
Noted.
Okay. Yes.
Is this a FI end user job or MM end user job? This step.
This is MM, na. I'm saying material master.
Yes.
Correct, na?
Material master and heading is end user job. We are consultant.
Right.
Complete, sir.
Okay, done. Press enter. Now, which screens I want to maintain. Okay, so I will select like this: basic data 1, basic data 2, purchasing, MRP 1, 2, 3, 4, general plant data 1, data 2, accounting 1. Then come down here, accounting 1, accounting 2, costing 1, costing 2 tab. Okay. Now press enter. Yes. Yes.
Again, which field you have selected?
Which node on up top? Yeah, I'll give you time. Node on. Okay. Basic data 1, basic data 2, purchasing tab. MRP 1 means not maximum retail price. MRP means material requirement planning. Yeah, MRP means material requirement plan. Okay, now general plant storage 1, storage 2, like that we have accounting 1. Okay. Yeah. So shall I go down? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Now press enter. So when you press enter, it will ask the plant. What is our plant name?
E.
E is the plant. What is the storage location?
RM1.
RM1. Raw material storage location. Na? Correct. Press enter. Good. Now. So here I am going to give my name, right? This is my TEE raw material 1. Okay. Now base unit of measurement is kg. Material group. What did we create? Do you remember? Material group.
I
TCG.
think triple C.
TCG.
TUCG. Yeah.
TMGC.
That's why we have to note it down.
I think
right?
TERM, I think.
Here it is not there. That is TRM is the raw material class. I'm talking, that is the class. I'm talking about the material group that we created, na? Step number.
I think
The TMG, I guess.
0001 maybe.
That is valuation grouping code. You are
Sir.
giving all the answers.
Sir, TMG, I guess.
TERO.
This one we
TMG.
created na here, OMSF.
TMG.
EMG, yeah. Let me check once whether we have saved it or not. OMSF.
TEMGC.
Yeah, TEMG.
Yes, sir.
It's there na here.
Yes, sir.
So now let me go here. Give. Yeah, it's there. TEMG. Where it is just now? I checked it. It's not there. No?
Sir, go to find, sir. We will get.
TEMG. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's there.
Now division. What is the division? What is the division we
D1.
created?
D1, sir. We created.
Yes, yes, yes.
D1.
D1, na? Just to, yeah. Then gross weight is 1 kg, net weight also 1 kg. Then kgs I am giving like this. Okay, note down. This is the first view. First basic data view I have given. Basic data view. Okay, done. Next, go to basic data 2.
Sir, wait, sir. Yeah, done, sir. Done, sir.
Now go to basic data 2. Now here. Now go to purchasing tab. Here, purchasing group. What is the purchasing group?
EEPO.
Purchasing
E-
group we created, na? That is also we created purchasing group. You see, TPG.
EPG.
Step number. What was that step number?
8.
Purchasing group. This one, na? TPG. Correct. Okay, now. Okay, TPG I have given, kilograms I have given, material groups I have given, everything. Okay, come down. Anything else is left? No, this is enough. Then you go to the next MRP1. In MRP1, material requirement planning type, I am saying no planning. Right, so we are not doing any material requirement planning. So I will give no planning. Where is my no planning?
ND, sir. ND.
And no planning. Yes. Next, that is the second. This is the tab, right? So right, we don't have to worry about all this. We don't create it. It is not even our user, right? It is end user. Planned delivery days. How many days? 1 day. Then you go to MRP2 tab. MRP2 tab. Okay. Then here what we are maintaining. Nothing else. MRP2 also nothing. Okay. Next. Go to plan data storage 1. Yeah. Nothing specifically. Then you go to storage 2. So these we will maintain on in future. Yeah. Don't worry. Then you come down here. Accounting 1 tab. This is very, very important. In fact, this is the place where we are creating the, where we are giving the link between FI and MM actually. Correct. So in the material master, we are giving the valuation class. So now this raw material belongs to which class?
Raw material.
How many classes, valuation classes we created?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Raw material.
One class at 0001.
No, that
How
is group.
many valuation classes we created?
Two.
One class at
Two, sir.
0001.
Uh-huh.
2, sir.
Raw material and
one
finished
class.
goods.
True, sir. 0001, 0002.
TERM. Material.
TERM.
TEFG.
TERM, TEFG.
TERM, TEFG.
How many classes we created?
Two.
Two classes, right? Yeah. So this
Yes.
now it is belong to which class?
ERM.
Raw material.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So here we have a price control. Yeah, price control. Price control means I will explain you, but for now you give as a price control V. Yeah, V, moving average price. Select like this. And what is the price of your 1 kg of this raw material? Say I'm saying it is moving price is 100 rupees. Okay, no doubt. So this is a very important tab from FI point of view. Okay, very important tab from FI point. Now accounting 2 tab. Now costing 1 tab. Costing 2 tab. Okay. Now all this we will maintain in future, not now. Only accounting tab we will maintain for now. Okay. Yeah, other tabs are there. We'll maintain in future, not now.
Sir,
So accounting 1 tab is enough. Basic data 2. So everybody completed with accounting 1 tab?
Yeah, sir.
Sir, one
Okay.
small doubt. This master
Yeah.
record will created by end user now, sir.
Hmm.
So this accounting one information who will give, sir? FI end user or end user? Actually,
See,
FI end user has to give this one, right, sir? Accounting one. Accounting.
yeah, he will provide, either he will provide the information or he will have the display access. Correct.
Okay, sir.
So FI guy can see. So somebody from the user side, somebody will have the power here, right? So it can be given to both also. So depends on the client, what they want, how they want further. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, what happens is usually in the beginning, whatever raw materials they have now, all that we will create as a part of the project.
Okay, sir.
Later on, any new things are required, they will create. Correct?
Okay, sir.
Now save. So when I save, so somebody asked basic data to now. Okay, let me show basic data to nothing is separate. Okay, no need to give anything, just save. So you see TEERM1 created. Okay.
Yes.
One raw material we have created now. One raw material we have created. Okay, now I want to create, we have to create one more. No? We have to create a vendor master record. Okay. Yes, no doubt. Vendor master record. Nation. No doubt. The next step is creation of the vendor master. Material master record I have created. Now I am creating the vendor master. Step number 2. Create central vendor. Hold on. Central vendor. So normally vendor, what is the T code?
FK01.
01.
Now it is XK01. Okay.
K01.
No doubt. So what is the difference between normal vendor and central vendor? Is normal FI vendor can be used by only finance team. Correct. But central vendor can be used by both MM and the FI.
Sir, can you
So
write
when
this
they-
on notepad? We will note it.
Okay.
Different.
See, okay, let me show you. So here in FK /n FK02, if I go here, now here you can see how much data is there. General data, company code.
Company.
Only two headings, no? That is FK0. But if I go to XK02, how many data are there? General data, company code data, and
Purchasing organization.
so can you see the difference? Yeah, same,
Purchasing organization.
right?
Yes.
So yeah, additionally, this is coming from the MM side. Central vendor, both are used. Okay, no doubt. So central vendor used by central vendor, finance vendor, FK01 finance vendor can be used only in finance. FXK01 central vendor can be used by both FI and M, as it contains purchasing information. Right now, what it contains? Purchasing
Organization
data.
data.
Okay, no.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Right now. So now let me go here. So now I am going to create a central vendor. Okay, very simple. So what I can do, I can create a new vendor as a central vendor, or I can upgrade an existing vendor as a central vendor. Both things I can. Okay. So if you want to create a new vendor as a central vendor, what you have to do? You have to just go to XK01. Yeah, you go there. Correct. Yeah. Now, if you want to upgrade also, you can do the same thing. Okay. Now what you can do? I have existing vendor. Suppose my company code is this. Okay. What is my company code? EE. Correct. So who is my vendor?
vendor group is not written.
For this vendor group is required, no? If you are creating from scratch, you have to create.
That only we can use here.
Sir, we are taking existing vendor.
Yeah. So if it existing vendor is there, you can directly upgrade also. Right. So now I have my existing vendor is there, right? This vendor. Yeah, lead space is there. Okay. So I'm giving the number, enter. Okay. So here I just give the purchasing organization. What is my purchasing organization? TEPO. Okay. Enter. You see? So only one purchasing related information, additionally one purchasing information data was there, na? Only that I have to maintain. Others I already maintain. Correct. So general information, company code information, I already maintain. Only purchasing information I have to maintain. Is that clear? Yeah.
Yes.
Suppose if I am maintaining from scratch, Then what I have to do? Everything. Normally, how I do everything plus this data. Okay. Now order currency is INR. Then select, just very simple. Just give the order currency and select the GR based invoice verification. Okay, guys. No doubt. That's it. Enough. GR based invoice verification. Okay, now click on the save. So this central vendor will be created. Correct? So, or what I can do, simply just give the account group also. Yeah, what is our group? TEE something was there. Now, what group we created? Yeah, this is the one, TAVG. Enter, and then again create everything from scratch. Additionally, you give what information? Purchasing organization information. Is it clear?
Yes.
So central vendor also created, one material master also created, central vendor created. Next step. Step number 3. Step number 3 is open material master posting period. Material, not master, materials posting period. Yeah, by FI period we have not seen where we have MM period. So MMPV. Okay, note down. Open materials posting period. Note down. MMPV. Materials posting period. This is same like our OB52. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, in OB52 we open FI period now.
Yes.
Now we are not opening FI period, we are opening material period. Okay. To go to MMPV now. /n MMPV. Now give the company code. Which company code it is? TE. Which period we are opening? Which period? What is our period?
11.
11th period.
Which fiscal year? 2021. Correct? Yeah. So here fiscal year only. Here it is not
Calendar year.
calendar year. Yeah? Only documents. For documents we are using calendar.
Sir, fiscal year or date? Date means for single day, sir.
Fiscal year or date means if you give the date, it will open for
Monday.
based on this date, it will open for that particular period. Yeah. Now click on execute and so now you see. So current period. Look at this. Current period of the control record is 11/20/21. Correct? Yeah, fine.
Yes.
So I opened the material period also. Next step is now the end user jobs are also over. Now we will go to the P2P side. Okay, so now put the heading. Which step?
Third step.
Third step. So you go like this. Go to MMPV. Go to MMPV and here we will give the company code. We will give the fiscal year period and we will give the fiscal year and then we will execute like this.
Sir, here check and close.
Check and close period. No? Yeah, it will close previous period. If you give 11 here, it will close 10th period like that.
Okay.
Okay, so here what it is saying is enter next period. Next period is 11th period.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes,
so 10th period will get closed. Now what is it? P2P cycle, right? Procure to, very important. Procure to pay cycle. So 100% no interview will go without asking about the P2P cycle. Correct? Guaranteed question. P2P cycle. Okay. So what is there? What do we are calling it as a cycle? We are calling it as a cycle, right? Whenever you hear the word cycle, what do you understand?
Circle.
Repeated process.
It's a
It will-
never ending process.
Yeah, it will come, na. So it is what we are calling here cycle, because we purchase, we pay, purchase, pay, right? Purchase order, goods receipt, invoice receipt, payment. Purchase order, goods receipt, invoice receipt, payment. It will be continuously happening, right or not? We don't buy only once, na. Correct or not? Every
Yes.
day we will be buying, every day goods will be coming, every day invoice will be coming, every day we will be doing the payment. So continuous, the cycles will be running. That's why we are calling it as a P2P cycle. Okay, procure to pay cycle. Procure to pay cycle means what? From the time I want to procure to the time I want to pay. Okay, yes? Okay, now procure to pay cycle means what? From the time I want to procure some material to the time I pay for it. Okay.
Yes.
So now, so procure means what? So here first we will start with the purchase order. So before purchase order, lot of things will be there. Like whenever we want to buy any material, now first we will do the inquiries. Correct or not? Suppose if I want to buy a mobile phone, I do the inquiry now. Yes.
You notes on this,
Planning.
na?
Which one, ma?
P2P cycle.
Yeah, we will see. First, understand the process. Okay. Notes, it is available. Google also, you'll get a lot of notes. First, try to understand what is there in the cycle. Okay, I'll give you the notes. Now, procure to pay cycle. Procure means what? From the time I want to procure to the time we pay for it. Correct. So in the procurement, before the purchase order, also lot of process is there. Correct. See, now if we want to buy any raw material, if I want to buy a mobile phone, I will do a lot of research, na?
Yes,
I will
sir.
do the
Yes, sir.
inquiry. I will ask my friends, relatives. Correct.
We see
Online,
ratings.
I will see. Correct. So many ratings, reviews, so many things. Now, if a big organization is buying lot of raw material, they will also do research. No? Correct. So
Yes,
all
sir.
that will come under procurement, right? So they will do the research, review, so many things they do, and then the purchasing department will raise the inquiries with the respective suppliers. They will raise an inquiry saying that we want to buy this raw material from you. Give us the quotations. So for that inquiries, those people, those suppliers will provide the quotations. Correct now? For that quotations, after we receive the quotations, suppose we receive the quotations from 10 suppliers. Okay. Now we are not giving the order for all the 10 people, na? Correct. We
Yes.
are selecting only one guy. So out of 10 quotations, we select one quotation. Then negotiation process and everything will happen. Correct. Then how you will select that one quotation? Based on what? Based on so many things: the quality of the material, the
Price.
history of the material, price of the material, after sales service of the supplier. Correct or not? Right? So many factors, not just price. Na? Yeah. So once you selected, then once you select the quotation, once the price negotiation is finalized, then you raise the purchase order. Correct. So the purchase order, what it is saying indirectly, it is saying that we are ready to buy this material, this much price. Correct? We are ready to buy this material at this price, this much quantity. Correct? So, sorry, purchase order means indirectly we are saying that we are ready to buy this material, this much quantity at this price. Is that clear? Yeah. So now let us start with the purchase. Before purchase order, what happens is none of our business, right? What they do, On the MM front, inventory side, what inquiries they are doing, nothing to do with us. Correct. Why I am discussing about purchase order also? Because our invoice is based on the purchase order. Whenever we are getting the bill, what basis you are getting the bill, they will mention the purchase order. See, you gave the order, for that this is the bill. That's why we have to know the purchase order. Okay? Now MM people, they will know about the procurement process. Requisitions, everything they will talk about. That is not none of our business. Correct. Okay, now step number 1, note down. Create a purchase order. Create purchase order. That is ME21N. Note down. Create purchase order. So for purchase order, we have to remember that there is no accounting entry. Now, can you tell me why there is no accounting entry here?
Because there is no transaction.
Sir,
Yeah, there is.
because this is just an order.
Given
No
orders,
transaction.
not yet received anything.
Yeah, so we have not received anything. We are not paying anything. Correct. Just an order, na? Correct. That's right. No accounting entry for the purchase. Okay, let us create a purchase order. Suppose we want to buy, our raw material is there, na? TEE raw material 1. Yeah, this is the raw material, and this we want to buy 100 kg. Okay. So how we will create the purchase order, right? What is the T code?
ME21.
ME21N /N ME21N. Okay, go live. Create the purchase order. Okay, so now here, who is the vendor?
38.
38.
This is the central vendor, no? Yes. Now here header. What is my purchase organization name? What is my group name?
TPG.
Company code TP. Correct. Yes. Correct. Now, item number 1.
Sir, go back and repeat, sir.
Item number 1. Nothing special here. I just give the vendor number. I give into header here. In the header, I give this. Okay. Now, item number 1. Material. What is the material here? TEE. Raw material 1. Okay. Quantity, how many kgs? 100 kgs. Okay. Plant. Which plant is this?
T.
Right. Yeah. Price. What is the price? 100 rupees.
100.
So 100 kgs we are buying for 100 rupees. Is that okay? Enter. Storage location, we don't. We have to give a storage location. Okay. So it is raw material, so it will go to RM1. Okay. Yeah. So I am buying, or I want to buy 100 kgs for 100 rupees. Okay. Now you click on the check button here. Yeah? There is one check button here. No?
Sir, what are the fields here given, sir? Once tell me, sir, again.
What are the fields we have given? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So now again I will give here. Go to ME21 and give the vendor. Open the header. In the header, give the purchase order. Give the purchasing group. Give the company code. Give the item number 1. Then material, I want to give PRM. Quantity, how many kgs? 100 kgs. Price, 100 rupees. Correct? INR per 1. And then the plant, which plant? TEE. storage location RM1.
Sir, this entry will maintain by FM consultant or MM consultant because it is not related to accounting, right?
This question is for everybody. First of all,
It is MM end user. sir.
MM and user, sir.
exactly correct. It's not at all consultant. Order generation.
Yeah, yes.
Correct. It's end user. Okay. Yeah. MM end user, not our end user also. Okay. Good. So now here delivery date it is taking as 14. What is the date today?
13.
13.
Today is Sunday, sir.
It's
Sunday.
a holiday, right?
Holiday. Yes.
So now we cannot wait till tomorrow, na, for delivery. Sorry, I'm going to change the date. Enter. It is saying, can delivery date be met? Yes, I know it will be met. The next working date is 14. Okay, I know. Enter. Okay. So now click on the save. So when I save, I will get a purchase order. Okay. Right, based on the purchase order. Right. Okay. Now click on the save. So you will get a purchase order number. You see, this is my purchase order. Correct. So in this purchase order number, how many, what raw material is there? RM1 raw material is there. Correct. How much quantity is there? 100 kg.
100,
What price is there?
100 rupees.
100 rupees per kg.
Per kg.
Correct. So what is the accounting entry generated for this purchase order?
No.
No accounting entry, right? It will not affect our accounts. Then this number.
Any number, na, sir? PO number?
Yeah, this number we have used all standard copy paste. No?
Okay.
You understand? So it is already, we are not going into PO number range maintenance. Okay.
Thank you.
So this is the order type. So this is the order type. For standard PO orders, there is already some number range is there.
Okay.
So from that number range, it is coming. Okay. Yeah. See, order type. You remember our real internal order type?
Yes, sir.
KO01.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is nothing but order type. Standard PO order type. For that, some number range is maintained. From that, we are getting. Okay. No. So order we have given or not?
Yes, we are given.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now after receiving the order, what the supplier will do, what the vendor will do?
Quotation. They will send the
Quotation first or purchase order first?
Quotation first.
Quotation, sir.
First you get the quotation, based on quotation only you give the purchase order, no?
Yes.
Without knowing the quotation, you give the purchase order? No, right?
No, sir. Now the vendor sent the bill or the goods, sir.
So now what supplier has to do? He has to
Will send the raw materials with an invoice.
with invoice. So now from our side, we are calling it as goods receipt. The second one, note down. Goods receipt from vendor. Okay. What is the T code? Tell me. Migo. So now Migo, goods received from vendor. Correct. Goods have been received from godown. Correct. Okay. So now who will do this, Migo?
MM and users.
Correct. So he is saying that I received for this purchase order, whatever was my purchase order, for that purchase order, I have received the goods. That is what he is saying. So we have created the purchase order now already. So now you go like this slash and Migo. So the goods clerk will go to Migo and he will take the delivery of the goods, right? So display, we are not taking display, we are doing the goods receipt. Right, from here we will take the purchase order. What was the number? 245, huh? Correct? Yeah, enter. When I press enter, you will get like this. Purchase order has no item.
246.
Okay, so now you see we got so 246 is the purchase order. Correct? 100 kgs at 100 rupees. Okay, no
Sir,
doubt.
if we got the 50 kgs, we can edit that.
Yeah, that we will see. If you receive only some, what we will do, all that we will see.
Can you show again,
First,
sir?
we will do the normal basic. Same like we have done in APP. No? First, we will do a normal run so that we become comfortable. Then we can add complications.
Can you show again?
So you want me to show this again? So you go
Yeah.
to Migo. And in Migo, I'll give my purchase order number like this. And enter.
Sir, where can we check our purchase orders? If we created the 10 purchase orders, if you want to see all the purchase orders we have created.
Here, you have no? Many places. You know, purchase order number based on the date. So many options we have.
Oh.
Yeah. So now my purchase order I have selected. Next. Which material? This material. TE raw material. Correct. Then quantity, which quantity? 100 kgs. Right. So we received 100. So goods clerk is logging into SAP system, Migo screen, and there is saying that we received 100 kgs of this material. Correct? Who is doing this particular step?
End user.
End user.
So we received material, this material, correct, and this much quantity here. Okay. Yeah. Right. We then go and click on check. Yeah.
Sir, we need to give invoice number also for reference.
Invoice number.
No, we got the goods with the invoice vendor will send, right? Can we give any reference?
Invoice will come next. Invoice is another, na? Myro is there, right?
Yes.
Yeah? We are now doing on the based on the purchase order. Now, so for this purchase order, we have received the goods. Okay, so now here what you have to do? Here we have to select as item okay. This way. Which means, so now goods clerk what he will do is he will count the quantity. He will check the quality also. Is it okay or not? No? So that is what he is saying. It is item okay. Then check. Check. So document is okay. Okay. Now, so now if I save, what will happen? It will be posted. So now goods clerk is saying that, what is saying goods clerk? This much material, this much quantity I received in this plant and this storage location. Again, I am repeating, the goods clerk is logging into SAP system and saying that I received this material, correct, this much quantity, correct, and at this location. Is that clear? Yeah. So now,
Sir, in material also we have to click item okay.
material item okay is not there, na? Okay, anywhere. So total, this is remaining the same. You see, even if I am moving the tabs, it is not changing.
Okay.
It is irrespective of the tab. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now, if we click on the post, what will happen? If I click on the post, what will happen? I am posting this in MM or FI?
MM.
Okay. This is movement or not a movement?
Movement.
Yes, sir.
Movement on.
Yes, sir. It's on.
Movement means automated entry is created or not?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
This is
Now
raw
we
material
have-
in.
So now we have done all the connections, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So shall we see whether the automation is getting posted automatically?
Yes.
So what entry you are expecting to see automatically?
Open entry.
Raw material debited.
Raw
GRIR
material
credited.
and GRIR will be credited.
How much amount?
10,000.
10,000.
10,000, right? Yeah. Post. Is also post. Yeah, both are post. Post. You see now what will happen. Material document. I told you material document, right?
Yes, sir.
I have maintained the series for the calendar year, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, material document have been stored in the database. Okay, now what is a material document? I told you the material document is a higher level document. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now accounting entry. What is the accounting entry? So to see the accounting, whether automated entry is getting generated or not, I want to see now.
Yes, sir.
So what I will do, I'll go to Migo again. In Migo, I will select goods display. Now here, click on the execute. Okay. Now here we have the document information is there now. Go to document information, FI documents. Okay, no done. Go to FI documents. Go to FI documents. Now here, what is the entry? Raw material to GRIR, correct? How much amount? 10,000. Now who posted this?
Automated.
Automatic.
Will post, sir.
Not posted.
Did the goods clerk post this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
You have
the
seen
system
Migo,
posted.
Migo, you have seen Migo only screen you have seen, right? What details he will enter and he will post, you know. But as a result of what he is doing, these FI entries are getting posted automatically. Correct. So if I look at my my raw material account, if I look my raw material account, how much balance I will have?
10,000.
10.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the entry. This is the entry posted at the time of movement of the goods automatically. So now FIMM is working or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now in this you tell me now. Now in this, what is it? Correct. So now in this raw material, how it is coming? How this line is coming here? On how automatical? How did the system know that we have to put
BS6 we have given the
BS6.
account,
Yes.
GL number.
How correct? How this is coming?
Zero
WRX.
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 Got it?
WRX. Yes.
Okay, so we have received the goods also. We have the stock also. Correct. Correct. So now if I go to MM02, yeah, this is the raw material, and I want to look at the accounting one tab. Directly, I want to see this. Press enter. You can say what is my plant. Background noise, please. Okay. Now. Now here you see what is the stock now today? Previously it was 0, right? Yeah, now it is 100
Yes.
kg stock.
Yes.
What is the value of it?
10,000.
10,000.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Like this, any changes on the side, right? It will be updated in FI automatic. Okay? So automated entry, is it getting posted?
Yes.
Nice. Then after sending the material, what the vendor will do next?
Invoice.
Send us
You
the
send the invoice.
Invoice.
Yeah, PO based invoice posting, purchase order based invoice. Correct? PO based invoice. That is nothing but Miro. Not a PO based invoice, Miro. Okay, so ME21 purchase order creation, ME20 goods receipt, MIRO invoice. Correct?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Last 4 days back, I have sent you the resume. I did not get reply.
That was a fresher resume or experienced resume?
It was mixed.
Acha, okay. What is your name?
Sayyid Ibadur Rahman.
Sayyid Ibala.
IBAD.
Acha, take Ibad. Okay. Okay. Let me check it. Yeah, I'll get back.
Sure.
Sir, experienced persons also advising me how to prepare resume. Hello?
Experienced persons?
Also sending resumes. I don't know how to prepare resume for experienced persons.
You want me to send?
Yes.
Okay, I will send. Yeah. So now go to Miro. Yeah. Go to Miro. So now /M MIRO Miro. Yeah. This is invoice. Against which purchase order? Against which purchase order we have to give the invoice? Give the invoice date. Amount how much it is?
10,000.
10,000. 2 purchase order number. What is my purchase order number? 246 now. Okay, now enter. When I enter, it will pick up all the details. Okay. Yeah. So I have created the goods receipt.
Giving the purchase order, it will take all the details.
Yeah, just if you give the purchase order, everything will automatically pick up from it. That is the importance of the purchase order. Okay. Now here tax code it will ask. Tax code it should ask.
Sir, By side the text.
Sir, we need to take the calculate the tax button.
Here, when you press enter, it is saying you see enter the tax code. You remember in GST we created the tax code, right?
Yes, sir.
I0.
Same tax code. But here it is saying no tax code available. Why like that?
We have to assign the
Top
tax
of
procedure.
that, in basic data, we did not check the calculate tax. Basic data.
No.
We need to
What could
activate
be?
it.
We need to assign the tax procedure in OBB.
Yeah, let us go back and see what is there in OBBG. Position, what is the country?
IN.
Yeah.
Sir, IN. There is a
Tax TST is there, na? This is not our procedure, right?
yes, sir.
It's tax
So what is
500.
our
Tax
code?
500.
500.
Tax 500.
So that's why it was not picking up, because there is no tax code in that particular tax GST. Okay. Now let us see. Let us try to do it once. Okay. Now, so again I am going to my row. Okay. So then give the date and give the amount. How much is the amount?
10,000.
10,000.
Then give the, did I do that actually? Purchase order number and quantity how much?
Yeah, 100.
Tax code whatever I0 whatever. Okay, now you see it turned into green.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, payment term, baseline date, something I'll give 0001 or whatever. Okay, like this. So we have received the invoice also for the 10,000 rupees. Okay, now what is the entry here?
GIR debited, vendor credited.
GRI.
Correct.
GRIR debit to vendor account.
Vendor.
Correct?
Vendor.
Yes.
So let me show you document display. So we have not yet posted, no, that's why. You have to post it first. Okay. So when I post, what is the entry I will get here? Invoice to,
Vendor.
what is the entry I will get?
GRIR debit.
GRIR to vendor. Okay, document 50. This is also it is coming from the series.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, in this basic data, here calculation tax is there. First time you are giving tick mark, so again you are removing.
I have removed the tick by mistake. I ticked. I have removed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is withholding tax.
That is GST. Okay.
Yes.
Now invoice document display. The entry now we have posted. Now follow on docs. What is the entry? FI entry? This is right? GRIR. This is actually debit. You see positive sign.
Yes.
Positive means always debit. So what is debited here?
GRI.
Debit. Who is created
GRI
here?
debit.
Vendor. It's better.
Correct? Got it?
Yes.
Sir, show it again, sir. How you get the entry?
Again, I cannot show. This is a cycle. Correct? I can only run it once.
No, I think it's for stimulate, sir.
No, sir. Only for this entry, accounting entry.
How to see the accounting entry? Go to Miro. Correct? Here. Invoice document. Display. Correct? Roll on docs.
Can we see general ledger view also?
General ledger.
View is after display currency. Okay.
Correct? Is it clear? Expense to
Yes.
vendor. Yeah.
Yes.
In place of vendor, it is coming Sunday Peters. GRIR to vendor. Vendor is going into Sunday Peters. Okay, now what is the last step we have here?
Vendor
Payment.
payment.
Vendor
Vendor
payment.
payment.
Vendor payment.
Payment.
Okay, let's go and do the vendor payment /n F-53.
Sir, for this we can do APP run, sir.
Yes, you can do APP run also. Now you see, you will get if you go to this open item now is created now.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now where I can see this you can see in
FBL.
FBL 1N. Correct. So I will show you. So if you go to FBL 1N. If you go here, if you execute, you can see you see this 10,000.
Yes.
Yeah, today's date 13. What document type? RE.
RE.
Clear? Vendor invoice. Correct. So this is this KR is what? KR is the normal invoice.
Yes.
These are the normal invoices. This is PO based invoice.
Sorry,
PGI.
can you payment? Can we payment at a time through APP KR 3 overdue invoices?
Everything you
with
can
RE?
do. Everything you can.
Can you show me
Once it is coming in FDL 1N, it is just FI job. Same thing. How you do for other invoices, you do the same. Okay. Yeah. Now, so what is the thing we have? We have FBL 1N. Na? So what you have to understand, now you posted in FD60, na? That
Yes.
is also coming into
FBL1.
FBL 1N. What it is non-PO based invoice. Understood? Yeah. Non-purchase order based. Okay. Yeah. Then we have Miro. That is also coming into FBL 1N only. But that is what do you call it?
PO based.
PO based invoice. PO based means purchase order based. Is it clear? Okay. So both are coming into
FBL1.
After coming into FBL1, and how you will make the payment?
Based on period of
APP, whatever, that is your problem. That is pure finance.
Sir, in Miro, can't we post the non-PO based invoice?
Miro, then it is asking, Myro. You are asking, it is asking the PO number, na?
Yes.
Yeah, without PO number, how will it get the details? Correct? You see. No, you want to do job. Normally, here we have GL account base. Suppose here you see.
Yes, sir. Actually, in real time, we will work for that GL account using the plan code, everything. We will post the
Correct.
non-PO also in Myro.
There is another long track is there. But purchase order is the main thing. Yeah, PO reference.
Yes, sir. Using plan code and GR reference, we will post in.
Yes, at least one allocation with a PO reference. So PO reference is not here. PO reference is somewhere else. Correct? Yeah. Okay, now, so Myro, we have done the next. So now why I am saying this FIMM integration is important to you is, see, you are saying, I know, see in your CV, you are saying, I know accounts payables, right? FBL one is nothing but accounts payables, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
AP, na? Now you know, you are saying in the CV, I know accounts payables. Okay. Now accounts payable is nothing but FBL1, and from there you are making the payment. Now, if you do not know, see, understand, this is 50%, no? This
Yes,
is
sir.
50% that is coming. Yeah, and then this is another 50%. Correct. So, to understand, if you are saying you do not know this, what indirectly you are saying? You are saying, I know only 50% of AP. Correct? Yeah. So MM is so closely integrated with AP module that any changes they are getting updated here through the posting of automatic entries. It is coming to FBL1 and only. Correct? Yeah. So if you are saying you don't know this, if you don't know FMM integration, you are saying I don't know this. So you know only 50% of AP. So basically you are telling them you know just GL and 50% of AP, and you are asking give me the job. Correct. So that's why this is important. MM model is closely integrated with AP sub-model. Is it clear? Yeah? Yeah, so that's why you need to know, you have to practice the FIMM integration. Okay, guys? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So now next what we are doing? We are doing the payment, na F-5.
53.
We have already done?
No, sir.
No, no, yeah. Okay, so give the date here, full cycle I am showing you. Amount how much?
10,000.
10,000.
Sir, can you make the payment through APP?
You can do. Yeah, APP also you
Please,
can try.
can you share? Okay.
You try, na, that is your hard work. Yeah, you have, that is your homework. Okay. Now,
Vendor
so
account.
what is it?
38.
38.
Now process open items. So what I will do, I will deselect all this. Okay. Done?
Yes, sir.
This is what is the entry?
Vendor account.
Vendor
With bank account.
Vendor to bank. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the cycle what we will do, right? P2P cycle. Okay. Procure to pay cycle. So the cycle is completed. Okay. So now if someone asks you, tell me about the P2P cycle, what is that you will say? Now people are not expensive. Those days are gone where the interviewer expecting your definition. Correct na? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. This is not school. Interview is not school days. I have 2 sentences. I will mug up and tell the answer. No. You have to tell in your own words. You have to talk about it. So tell me about the P2P cycle. What do you say?
First, we need to create the purchase order.
Goods receipt, then goods receipt.
goods receipt will happen. Okay.
Yeah. Then
And
invoice
we receive
receipt.
an invoice.
Invoice receipt.
Invoice from vendor.
Invoice receipt from vendor. Then
After that,
Make
vendor
payments to vendor.
make payment to vendor.
We need to do operator settings from FI set. That's the main thing, right?
Sorry?
First, we need to do the operator setting from FI set. That is the main thing. There are transaction keys available. We need to map the GLs with respect to the violation clause and this modifier.
Yeah. Main thing is OB-wise. Yes. So what is the entry for the purchase order?
No entry.
There is no entry.
accounting entry.
No, no.
No entry, right? Just an order. Yeah. Yeah. So usually people they in the interview so out of nervousness they will say raw material to GRIR. Correct? Is it correct?
Yes.
So purchase order, what is the entry? No entry, right? Next. MIGO, what is the entry?
Raw material.
Raw material account debit and
GRIR credit.
Okay. So that is invoice. That is the goods receipt. Correct. Then what will happen? Invoice receipt.
Invoice receipt.
Invoice
GRIR
receipt.
debit.
What is the
GRIR
T code?
debit and vendor will credit.
Next.
Vendor payment.
Vendor payment.
Bank account will be debit and vendor will.
Vendor
Sorry,
pay-
sir.
vendor
Vendor
pay-
will debit and bank account.
Vendor to
Vendor
bank.
debit to bank account credit.
Vendor to bank.
Okay. So I will do the purchase order once more, then we will close for the day. Okay. Yeah. So that I want to give you some time to complete this cycle, P2P cycle. Okay. So now tell me, I want to start the cycle again. What should I do?
ME21.
Suppose I want to
Purchase
I
order.
want to purchase another 50 kgs. Okay.
Yes.
Now tell me what I should.
Create purchase
So
order.
generate another purchase order.
May 21. M.
ME21.
ME21N.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Next. Vendor number is this.
30.
Then go to header.
Header.
Purchase order.
TPO.
TPO.
PG.
TPG.
E.
T.
Item number 2.
Item two.
Item number 1.
Quantity 50.
50 kgs.
Price 100.
100.
100.
Plan P. Storage RM1.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So usually this price will change. Be careful. Always you should check. If you are changing the price, you have to make sure it is correct. Then I'm changing it to today. Yellow warnings will come. Don't worry. Keep on pressing enter. Fine. Okay. So then check once. Always check.
Sir, if you do tomorrow, that yellow one didn't come, sir.
Yeah, it will not. Yes. Okay. Check and then post. Right. When I post, I will get a purchase order number.
Yes,
sir. Yeah.
Correct.
47.
Okay. So no accounting entry for this order. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Next, what it is? So I have given the order to the supplier.
Yeah.
So what the supplier has to do now?
This is goods receipt.
Goods receipt. That is
MIGO.
MIGO. The goods clerk. We will not do.
Yeah, yes.
The purchase order is created by the purchasing department. Goods receipt will be done by the goods clerk. See, when the goods containing, suppose you ordered for 500 tires or 50 tires. Now they will not come into our finance office, na?
No.
The nice AC office. Will the lorry come into our AC office or finance office?
No,
No,
no.
sir.
The lorry will go to go down only, na?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So their unloading will take place. After unloading, the goods clerk will check the quantity, quality. He will check the quality, and then he will say, "Okay, thank you." Correct. So that same thing is recording in the SAP system. Correct.
Yeah.
So now here. So go to
Display to receipts. Good.
Hmm?
MIGO.
Because we have not done na yet.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, goods.
Sir, we are
Goods
receipt.
display to
receipt.
Correct. Correct. Order number.
Order number 237.
47.
247.
Yes.
Enter.
No. So now here what may happen?
We have to give item mode.
Quantity. 50 is 50 is my order.
Order.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
How many we got?
50.
50 only.
50, sir.
50 we got. Okay. Yeah.
Item okay.
Yeah, 50 we got. Where we got? Here. We got.
RM1.
RM.
Item is okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Check.
Check.
Post.
Post.
So who is doing this? Goods clerk is doing in his godown.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So now material document posted. So now FI entry is posted or not?
Yes, sir.
Posted, sir.
Automated
Yes,
entry.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes.
Automated entry.
Raw
Correct?
material. IRGR account.
MI.
We go, right?
Yes.
Sir.
Again go, we go. Goods display.
Display.
Yeah.
Document info.
Document number will come. Document information. Correct. FI document.
FI
What is the entry I'm expecting to see here?
Raw material.
Raw material account
Debited.
to IRGR.
GRIR credited.
Correct. So he will ask you what is the entry for MIGO. You will say raw material to GR. Is it automated entry or manual entry?
Automated.
How we are getting that automated entry?
Yeah, whenever we
BSX.
purchase order that time, whenever receiving goods.
Yeah, at that time only we are getting, but how we are getting?
Through
Due to the transaction
Through that
Automatic.
Assigning, sir.
What is that we have done to get that automated entry?
Assignment of
OBYC.
BSX.
BSX and
OBYC.
WRX.
FIM.
Correct? Yeah. You have to try to explain. Na? So the OBYC for the BSX I have given this account. WRX I have given this account. Like that you have to explain. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the entry that is generated. Next. So the goods have come along with that invoice comes now, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what is the T code?
Miro.
Miro.
Sir, what is this posting keys? Oh,
Don't worry about posting keys. There are 100 posting keys. Don't worry. You cannot remember them also. Okay. Yeah. Now go to Miro.
Miro, sir. Invoice date.
Invoice date today. Amount 5,000. Document. PO document. What is that?
Enter.
Okay.
Sir,
Tax code.
tax IGO. IO.
Enter.
Sir, when GST chapter was, sir, when GST chapter was complete, that time due to my marriage, I was on leave. So my GST is not complete. How can I configure that, sir?
You speak to admin, na? They will guide you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
They will tell you what to do. Okay, now here, what it is, yeah, done na? Okay,
Yes,
now,
push.
now the invoice document, so simulate this. Okay, this is the goods receipt to vendor. GRIR to vendor. So now click on the post, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Push.
Okay, so here invoice document display.
All on documents.
All on documents. Right.
GRI debit.
GRIR to
Vendor.
31 is vendor, na?
Yes, sir.
Credit vendor.
Credit vendor.
Is it clear? Okay, so now this will come into our FBL1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the one. So this RE is what type of invoice it is?
PO order.
PO
PO order.
What about these ones?
Normal
These are
document.
Normal
Non-PO. Non-PO.
Correct? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now here what we are doing, we are checking the GRIR, we are checking. Correct? Okay. So now every time what will happen if you go to your GRIR, it will nullify. If you observe, if I go to FS10N, problem is there. What is that I was saying?
FS10.
FS10.
You see, suppose this is my GRIR account, okay? You see, it will get nullified always. Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, raw material to GRIR, GRIR to vendor. Raw material to GRIR, GRIR to vendor. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, so now I have a open item, that is the PO based invoice is there. So for that, I can make the payment na FBL1N, correct?
Yes.
So now I have the open item, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So somebody had a doubt now whether we can do in APP. I will show you APP also, right? So that is doubt is also clear. So now what is the run date today?
13th.
13.02.20. Right. But tell me, here we have
2022.
here we have any TDS related payments are pending.
I guess. Yes.
Yes, now then it will create problems.
It will ask to activate the ticket.
Yes, yes. Because we will have to clear all of that. 1 lakh is there. 3 lakh, 3 lakh, 3,000. KZ payment. Let us try. Let us hope for the best. I'm not doing all that, but just quickly I wanted to show you. 13.02.2022.
One, sir.
What? Payment method is what? T, yeah?
Yeah.
A or T?
A, sir. A.
Yes, sir.
A normal check method I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Vendor
38.
National log, due date check, payment method,
Payment.
vendor,
38.
The background noise.
invoice data. Status tab. Schedule proposal.
Start immediately.
Start immediately, create payment and enter.
Edit proposal.
Proposal.
This 3,000 is a positive item. Some item is there. Okay, positive. Some payments have come. Na? What is this 3000? Error 001.
Cash journal, sir.
Because item with the debit balance still exists. Okay. Okay. So grouping is not happening. Just let me check once. Proposal delete. So what I will do now?
Sir,
I
it has
delete.
come from cash journal.
Hmm?
It has come from cash journal, sir.
It has come from
Cash journal.
this 3000, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but the problem is not there. Problem is here. It is not able to do the grouping. So I remove the grouping, right? It is keeping the items separate. Right? So remove that. Tick. Then I will do the APP again. Schedule proposal. Start immediately. Create payment medium. Enter. Keep on pressing enter. Proposal has been created. Perfect.
Yes.
Good. So this includes our non-PO, PO, everything. Correct? You see RE is also there. Okay. This is FI part. This is whatever you want to do, you do here. Payment run, complete the payment. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's it. So payments are over. Yeah.
Done.
Okay. Yeah. So if you go to your BL1 and how many open items I have now?
None.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Right. Welcome. Okay, we will stop here for a day. Yes. ma'am.
Sir, so me notepad.
So will you write something on P2P? Not exactly definition, but some lines.
Hmm.
Sir, show me the starting notes, first two steps.
First is 2 steps. What do you mean by first is 2 steps?
No, today class starting.
Okay, this one.
Sir, when we receive goods, we received 100 instead of 100, we received 50. So we make 50 payment for 50 items. Huh?
Then that will result to GRIR cross check.
If we receive 50, tomorrow we will see. If you receive partial, what we will. Okay.
Sir, goods returns also is there.
You can do, right? See, if everything is configured, that is end user you are talking. Some are received, some are not received. That is all end user, MM end user, not FI also.
Sir.
Don't. This is little, like you get tempted into becoming a goods clerk. We are not that. We are here to talk about more about FI, how accounts are getting impacted. Correct. That is more important.
Excuse me.
After completing this FISD integration.
Yes. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in XK01, we have to create new vendor also, sir.
Yeah, if required, if you want to create a new vendor, you create, or you extend the new one, existing one to central.
Yes, sir. We have a small doubt in that, sir. Account verification. Small doubt,
Yeah.
sir.
What doubt means?
Sir, can you open the XK01, sir?
Mm-hmm. 02 I can. 3 minutes.
No, sir. XK01, sir. Here, account groups, it means while creating a new vendor, sir, we have to add that.
Yeah. Without group, you cannot create a vendor. Na? It will ask what is the group.
Okay, sir. For creation of new vendor, we have to give account group.
Yes.
Okay.
Same logic.
Okay, sir. That's it, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh.
Sir, I need one suggestion.
Yes.
Actually, I'm working in MNC from 3 years. So right now, my post is financial analyst. So how can I use that experience in my resume?
Keep the same designation and just change the profile to FI consulting. Okay, so the designation is the same. Work you will be talking about as a FI consultant.
Okay.
Which company you are working for right now?
I am working for Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo. So Wells Fargo, the problem is it's not a direct IT company, right?
Yeah, actually it is a US bank.
Banking, na? So what you have to say is you have an internal division in Wells Fargo which will be supporting the SAP processes.
Yeah,
In that team you are working, like that you have to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
in OBOC, there are some other items also, sir. So how to set up GL accounts for them?
No. So there are many other things. First, main things we will discuss, na? Yeah. We cannot discuss all of them, but what is the main structure of the cycle we will discuss wherever. Correct? Yeah.
There are a lot of items, sir. So can you please show?
Lot of items. See, posting keys are there. There are 100 posting keys. We are only preparing what are the important ones, what may be asked in the interview. If you want to learn whole of SAP, it will take you at least 10 years. Correct. Don't attempt that, because what will happen when you are in the third year, first year you will forget. Correct. So the what makes sense is what is the basic main structure which the interviewer is going to touch. There is nobody in this whole world, including me, who knows all of FI also. I'm not talking about SAP. There is so much here. So don't attempt putting a line and say I will learn all of it, because it is not going to happen. Okay, don't worry about it. When it is required, then you know OBYC, na? See, a lawyer is there. Will you know all the sections in the law in his mind?
No.
No, right? If you go to a lawyer, will he directly say section this? No, he will also refer to a book, na? If you go to a chartered accountant, he will also refer to a book, right? Understand? It's not possible. You know the basic concept of OBYC, what it is, why it is getting used, what is the requirement, how I have to link them, why I am using OBYC. So what are the GL accounts I may require? All those things you have understood the concept of it. Now all the clients will not use all the things. See, whatever we are learning now, in that 5% only you will use. That also I will give you assurance. When you join in real company, whatever you have learned in these 4 months, out of that only 5% you will use, because only that will be your area of work. You got the point, right? Yes. So don't go too much. Don't do that. I will learn all of them, because all of them is not done. Main things I will focus. Now posting keys are there. 40-50 you learn. 25-31 we learned. 70-75 we learned. No, you are not asking me 89-86 we want to learn. Na? You cannot learn. Don't learn. Na? That's what I am saying. Correct?
Another question is that how to use cost center in account assignment while creating PO?
What is?
How to use cost center in account assignment in PO creation?
PO creation?
On account assignment tab is there, right? So
account assignment tab in
yeah,
PO.
Yes,
So every PO creation, that purchase order is belonging to which cost center? Your question itself, the answer is there.
Yeah, while using the cost center, it is showing some error in account assignment while I am using cost center. So it is throwing some error.
You already created the purchase order before me?
Yes, sir.
I created today, na?
No, I tried from Google, YouTube, by watching YouTube.
Okay. So where did you try to give?
So no, item tab, item button is there.
So the cost center. So what is the GL account? Did you give any GL account related to the cost center?
Yes, sir. I defined everything else, but it's showing some error.
So you have already created the P2P cycle. You have completed. Cycle is completed for you?
Yes, sir.
Normal cycle.
GR also completed. PO completed without account assignment. I create PO also, but with account assignment, I am unable to create a PO.
We will see that. Yeah, we will see that. Okay, so
Sir, what is the validation, sir?
validation and substitution I will talk in future. In the project sessions I will talk.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, then, thank you
Actually,
guys. Yes.
Wells Fargo US people will handle the SAP. For Wells Fargo, US people will handle the SAP.
Yes, people will deal the SAP, yeah?
Yes.
But it's okay, na? These days anybody can do the work from anywhere, no?
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah. So you are doing, if you are working in US team, doesn't mean that you should be in US, na? You can be
Yes,
here also. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, something you have to justify. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you think on those lines.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you guys. We'll meet tomorrow then. Thank you everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.